Hey guys, very short little update reminder thing. IGN has posted a couple more videos about Destiny as part of their ongoing IGN First series coverage about the game. They've posted a walkthrough of the map Twilight Gap, which was not in the beta, and they also have a 5.5-minute video on raiding and endgame content in general. However, I briefly want to cover a couple of things that a lot of people still have questions about or I see a lot of misinformation about. First, the level cap. You may have heard that the level cap is level 20, which is true. Sort of. There's a stat in the game called Light, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. The Light stat increases your level past level 20. It's a stat that's going to be on your armor, most likely on legendary and exotic quality armor pieces. So the soft cap of leveling in Destiny is 20. You can go higher than that via the Light stat, and you definitely will need to in order to complete some of the higher endgame content. Luke Smith mentions in the article on IGN that a raid will require you to be level 25, although he did not mention specifically which raid. After hitting level 20, you will be obtaining motes of light instead of experience points. Motes of light are obtained by continuing to gain experience after level 20. What we'll end up doing with these motes, besides buying cool class items from the speaker, is unknown. The new question now might be, what's the maximum amount you can raise your level with light? Unfortunately, I do not have that answer at the moment. Now, in regards to raids, you can only do raids with a full team of your friends. There will be no joining into a raid queue and then getting paired with 5 other players, unlike how you could do it with strikes, where you can enter a strike and you'll be paired up with other players. You need to group up with friends. The reasoning behind this is that raids require heavy communication, a lot of cooperation and chemistry, and Bungie did not want raids being done with a group of strangers. It's probably also due to the fact that these raids will take hours to complete, not 20 to 30 minutes like strikes will, so having people rotate in and out, or having people having to leave, or having to constantly wait for someone to rotate in your group would be a supreme annoyance. However, a lot of people are annoyed with Bungie's decision to make raids accessible only with a group of friends. For those of you not really versed in the world of MMOs or MMO raiding, trust me when I say that most of the time, you're not going to want to do this kind of content with random people. I understand some people merely want to see the content, and that's a very valid complaint, but I would refer you to Bungie.net, where there are a ton of groups to pick and choose from to make new friends so you can group up and be able to check out the raid content. Finally, the endgame content article mentions Nightfall daily and weekly activities, which are basically challenging missions is probably the wrong word, let's say tasks that you can take on. They will give exotic rewards as well. You'll be given a small daily task, and then there will be a bigger weekly task that you can take on. They were referenced in terms of endgame tasks. I don't know if a player will get access to Nightfall activities if they are not level 20. They give one example saying that you could grab a level 22 Nightfall at level 20 and that it would be difficult, but I don't know if it's only for level 20 and above, or if it's for a broad range of levels. In regards to the weekly Nightfall activity, I will just quote Luke Smith on this one. Quote, "It ends up occupying at the far end of the spectrum, this extremely high gameplay investment challenge. It's both the toughest guys we can throw at you, that's going to require the best gear, and it's going to have a bunch of modifiers on it that make it even harder." End quote. So there you go, guys, just some clarification on the level cap and raids and the light stat. If you do have any further questions, feel free to post in the comments and I'll try to clear up any more confusion. I would definitely recommend giving the IGN endgame content video a watch, especially if this is one of the first times you are even hearing about raids and endgame content, and to check out the new Twilight Gap Crucible map. I think IGN will have one more video tomorrow which will revolve around endgame again, specifically endgame guardians and their capabilities. If it's super cool, I'll probably make a video about it, but I'm sure I will post it on Twitter regardless, so find me there at Datto's Destiny if you want to be reminded. That'll do it for me, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.